flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. We emerging victorious. Years blessed, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold.
What?
Watch me celebrate.
I'm talking about them kids like that.
Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the plans. Thought he could guard me. I ruined they plans.
I ain't hear nothing you said. Your shit like him.
Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Like, I'm supposed to know what that is. That's tough. What? Nah, I keep my minimum wage over here. That's $8.
Come on. First down. Here's Cousins.
I'll stick with my $50 an hour over here.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I ain't no student.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Up at the 29.
$8 an hour for 5 hours. I don't know about that. Weak.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
Oh, no.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it.
Broadcast? Hold on.
When they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, you can see that they're playing off of each other. They're controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw it is Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Cousins. And Diggs has it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Damn, who's 1-10? God,
they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
So who the hell are you talking?
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I was really about to go ballistic.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
But who is 1-10 though? I just seen that looking down at these users.
Completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
It's tough. How does that make you feel? Nah, that's you. Don't be ashamed of it.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
That's too much lining up movement.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys,
I'm going to get mad in like 3 weeks. Somebody draft my team from me and I'll play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Tweezy, 11. Oh, God dang.
A pretty decent gain.
On second down, Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
That's what I meant to tell you. So you don't got to worry about that league no more. They kicked everybody out. I woke up. No, I came from work. Nah, it wasn't even work. I left and I was telling them like, yo, y'all should just keep the standings. But they're like, yo, we should just start over. Everybody start over 0-0 records. I'm like, yo, what? No. Bro, just keep the records and then just bring everybody back from their team.
12 yards there.
I come back from work. I see people
they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A first down throw for Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, Cousins. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 yards there, first down. We're scoreless after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Ziggy Ansah has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the interception, Cousins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Cousins to throw it. It's caught. Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey now for the extra point. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
That's...
Extra point hung the up line a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Did you see his hand?
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
My life was like, you can't be doing that. He's too young.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Why?
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Like, dang, you call her son a football? She's like, yeah, with a haircut like that? Oh, that's crazy. No, about my kid. No. Nah, she said... No.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. A lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. And try and generate some offense on this drive.
At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
He not even a teenager.
After that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Mark, you set him up. You set him up for...
4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
Bro, you might as well buy
he steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone, so a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over at their own 20-yard line.
How old is he?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They usually say children are...
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 51 yards.
I'm an anomaly there.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
I'm the best basketball player.
Throwing, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
He like a Draymond? He like... That man Draymond. No, I thought he said he was 6'4".
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, I know KD, they dropped him down to 16.5.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Wilson, buying time to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 12 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it with Carson. Broken tackle. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Wilson, flush to his right. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Zebra. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter brought a time to change things. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
That's crazy. He's what, 6? Yeah, I was saying he's 16, right? Man, what? That nigga.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Just like
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And there's
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football.
And the pressure gets to him again. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
It was like Bradley Bill just signed a $72 million deal. Like, that's crazy.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Winning this game on ball.
Cousins. Throw complete to the tight end, Morgan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Cousins now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Grocery shop, all that. I might take a Ferrari.
Again, it's Cook. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
I'm just kidding. Kids are a blessing. Oh, and
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point try by Bailey.
They say that
he knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Yeah. I've already spent, I probably spent about,
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Like before and after care. Oh, but where do you...
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
In LA,
there's something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, I'm glad you stuck around for 5 generations. I definitely don't. I don't think I'm making it past 70. And if I do make it past...
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
If I make it past 70,
they run for it with Carson. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. On 1st down, Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Right here. Right. He's done right here.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson being chased out left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
Amar, your kid plays.
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Cousins now. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll roll him out right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. Now Wilson on first down. This is caught, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Dissly, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Myers connects on the PAT, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
I couldn't breathe for like a week.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
I also probably like broke a couple ribs, and I was complaining. They were like,
first down. Here's Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Darkwan. I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets open.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Tennis. I tried tennis.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
If your PE coach is trying to
3rd and long for Cousins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
trying to pick
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I went to West Church High School.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. Tyler Lockett, the 30, 10, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 81 yards, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
So in Culver City, it's all still LA, but they had their city pool that they would use for the water polo. I got kicked in the stomach one time.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins, complete. Smith has it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
I blended in perfect.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. But a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This is Carson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now. It's Carson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett in the final minute. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
It don't take that much to
here the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Back to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
He's wrong and it turns on.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here's Cousins. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
I give him a hug too and be like, all right, that's enough. Let me go.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He's back to throw, eluding the pressure right.
Oh, yeah, I lost my 99 Cousins.
And Diggs has it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown.
Every game I played that we won, I had like 20-something
away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
98.7.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
Like, all right, that's enough. You drop it back down to 98.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
No, there's a base at LA. It's a very small base. Right next to the Lakers practice facility.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
My bad.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete. Eric Murray that time there to knock it away.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. That obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. William Hayes able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
That's what I was just about. You know he be having those issues with his rear end. The nigga's gay, right?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now what can Wilson do here in the OT? Dancing to his left. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, Neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play call to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, Cousins. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, what was the term that you just used a minute ago?
Well, especially in overtime, mistakes get magnified, so it's time for us to get our microscopes out, right? I mean, take a look at what's going on out there. That was very close to being a crucial play.
Yeah, got to look that ball in, didn't, and it hit the ground. Throwing is Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. This to win it in overtime. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave